Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Trying to find my chat in my channel here. No, it's fine. A new angle, so if the phone or if the camera wobbles, it's because it's literally hanging above me now. And I have my speakers or my whatever this thing's called headset plugged into it. I don't know. It's been a long day. Plugged into it. I don't know. Mute that. Get my top chat. If anybody's here other than me. So while I'm waiting for someone, I will pull up my old video so I can see how many comments we had. Sorry. I just got home from the wedding just a little bit ago for my friend Brenda, and I'm still trying to get organized. And I'm not used to the setup yet, so. Where should I find my comments? This new beta thing. Dashboard. Hello, who's there? Let's see, is it just me? Well, I know there's a space on here somewhere. There we go. Comments. First thing we're going to do is write down comments for people who've commented on the video for the giveaway. And we have Judy Evans Parker, crafting and relaxing. And I'm just clicking back and forth between the two screens so I can see if anybody's there. Bambi Olson. Kathy D. AVG, get all my life. Antivirus software drives me crazy. Rhonda Ense. Susie Q. Crafts. Crafty Artist Sue. And Justine Stone. Sun and Moon Arts. Wait a minute, Sun and Moon didn't write our junk journals. Deb Hauk. Okay, so Crafty Sue did, Justine Stone did, Susie Q Crafts did. Should have had this done beforehand, I know. Dawn H Creates. She did. Rhonda did. Bambi Olson. She didn't. Crafting and Relaxing didn't. You had to write in there, I love junk journals. So if you didn't do that, then you're not qualified for the giveaway. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. So I was hoping some folks would pop on. We'll give it a little bit and see if anybody comes on. And then we'll do the giveaway. Let me find a piece of paper. The scissors. So I hope everybody is having a good day. If you're watching this on the playback, you can just fast forward through all the junk, the boringness. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Being Valentine's Day, I bet nobody will be here. 7, 8. But that's okay. I'll still do the giveaway. So that's right. Judy. Evans Parker. Hey, Lady Jackie. How are you? Almost forgot your name, daggone it. Wouldn't that be a hoot? Not really, but that's how my brain works. So then we have Kathy D. I'm good. You having a nice Valentine's Day, I hope. Dan and I went to a wedding and we got to listen to some live music. Yeah, you're the only one here so far, but that's okay. We can still have fun, right? Rhonda and say, oh, I'm sorry, Jackie. We would have just been home all night, but I had my friend Brenda got married today, so. Susie Q Crafts. I don't usually do anything for Valentine's Day. It's too busy at the restaurants to go out to eat, so. And it costs too much money. So I got a new angle on my camera. I'm hoping it will be a little bit better. We'll be able to see more. Mother-in-law fell, fractured her elbow and her thumb, and hubby's staying home with her. Oh, ouch. I'm sorry to hear that. Justine Stone. I'll put her in my prayers that she recovers quickly. Is that, I don't know how old she is, but that's not any fun. Even when you're a kid, that's not any fun. Deb Hauk. Oh no. Yeah, that's really not good. Who did I miss? Dawn H Creates. I like Deb Houck's comment. I love junk journals, and then she put, I think. She's so funny. All right. I just went through all these names. I did a hidden giveaway on my last video, and so I'm getting ready to draw the name when we get some people. But they win some ephemera that I made, some pockets and stuff that I made that I was going to show again. Because I added more to it. Okay, I miscounted somewhere along the way. Oh, Crafty Artist Sue. There we go. Crafty Artist Sue. Yeah, they had to watch the last live video, and the last live video told them to comment after it went up that they love junk journals. So, but there'll be more in the future. Yeah, it was in the last video, Jackie. And I told him I would draw tonight in this live video. So I had 8 people who got it right and put in I love junk journals. So, but I'll show you what all I made. Let me get that out of the way and get this here box. This is my the names. So I'm going to put them up here on my computer. Yes, last Thursday. You were there, but I think you had to leave or something before I said the giveaway or something. I don't remember. That was a week ago, girl. So I've been busy. It started out with these things here that they could win. And they're all book pockets that I decorated. Blurriness on this camera. It's that one. And I just had all these book pages left from when we did all those altered books. And so I just sat here and played one night. Trying to use up. And I used quite a big stack of them, making ephemera and putting them in my journal. And making all these. So there's just the book pages, washi tape, scraps of paper that was in my scrap bin. Then there's this one. This one. It says I have 3 watching. Lost my mouse. Okay. This one. This one. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Sorry, it's swinging. I don't know what's wrong with it. Maybe there's something on the lens. Hold on. I don't want to make anybody dizzy, but I want to be able to see. Oh, I just crumpled up my tissue, my napkin. Oh, I'm very smart of me. Okay. We'll try this again. And then there's this one. I love this one. I love the color contrast. This one. This one. And this one. So you got all those. The winner got all those. They got this journaling card. Maybe it's just my computer screen. There you go. Then there was. So I've made so much more stuff that I'm like, what was that? Originals. Yeah, you were there in the last live, but I don't know if you were there when I was talking about the hidden giveaway. Because you had to go after it and post in the comments below that you love junk journals. So then there was these 2 envelopes and this one. So that was the original giveaway that somebody will win tonight when I pull. But then I made the rest of this week. So I've been a busy little beaver. I made this tuck spot. Whoops, that's upside down. I made this tuck spot. And I'm adding to it. I haven't drawn yet. I was kind of hoping that some more people would show up with us. But being Valentine's Day, they may not. I have the 8 people that commented I love junk journals laying here on the side. Then this is a side tuck. And then this one. And then there's this bigger one that goes on the page. And then this one. Oh, that one didn't come up good on my screen. You left a comment? I'll make it back to my comments real quick. Maybe I'm crazy. It's not showing me. Maybe, wait a minute. There's 2 here that says spam, so maybe it's in that. No. I have it pulled up beside me too. Let's see what. I don't know. Wonder where it went to, Jackie. Let's see. So I have 2 videos with the same thumbnail. Maybe that's my problem. And so the other one doesn't say any comments. I'm just trying to be fair with everybody, but I don't know how to find your comment. If it's not showing up. So it said I had 9 comments. Okay, maybe it was in, I don't know, maybe I somehow deleted it. I lost my paper now. Well, let me finish showing these, and then we'll go on from there and see what I find. So there was those, and I made more pockets. And this one I love. I think it turned out so cute. And then there's this one. And these are from the Digital Collage Club. Some things are Tsunami Rose. It's also digital, so this is just a little tuck. And this is from a Prima paper pack with just some scraps on it and a rose from the Digital Collage. I haven't found it, Jackie, but I'm going to do another hidden giveaway in this one that I'll give away tonight as well. So it's okay. We'll get you in the comments. So, because I made so much of this stuff, I'm going to do 2 packages. You're fine. Hi, Rhonda. Then I made these little envelopes, which is just the book page turned down and then decorated. And I made a bunch more ephemera, Rhonda. And these big words are from Tsunami Rose, and this was digital. No, this is graphics right here. That could be Jackie. There's so many people do giveaways and lives and but it's all right. Like I said, I'm going to do a hidden one again. So this one I didn't sew around. This is just decoupage napkin, a little stamped word love, and some washi tape. This one I thought turned out really super cute. So, and my friend that I was making, thank you, Rhonda, I was making the baby journal for her daughter. She had her baby on the 4th. A healthy little baby girl. So cute. Yeah, I have been busy. I have been going nuts making ephemera because I'm in love with doing it. So another one of the little pockets. I'm trying my best to use up scraps. And then this is, well, again, just a scrap, and I made a little, like you could use it as a side tuck or a journaling card or whatever. And I love this one. This one is like a big journaling card that is, everybody calls them Frankenpapers or whatever. Hi, Laurel. So, yeah, I love how this one turned out. And then there's this one. This one made me think of Tammy from My World in OKC. She was doing a, what is that bird called? Oh my goodness. Bird? Peacock, thank you. Hi, Carrie. Yes, peacock. I think she did a peacock journal, but then I put these little words that says little birds with broken wings on it. This paper is not. It is just the way the paper came, and then I inked it the edges with Distress Ink Vintage Photo. Thank you, Carrie. So that one made me think of her. And then this was a junk mail envelope that I just took bits and pieces out of my, thank you, Laurel, out of my scrap bin and glued them on. And then this is a piece of paper from, I cannot remember the paper pad. Let's see if I can get that closer so it looks good. But I just wanted something to back it with, so you could just stick it in the pocket of a large journal. And then I did some guest checks. I went to Walmart yesterday and they had guest checks. They were like 5 something for 250 of them. This paper here is Tsunami Rose. This is scraps, and then this is from the digital collage. And I don't know, is my screen blurry to y'all? And then this was just a little scrap for a tuck spot. It says, "You are my blessing." Okay, it must just be my computer. Or maybe my eyes. And then I did this guest check. So. Yes, thank you, Rhonda. Remember to hit the thumbs up button or the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Because I'm going to try to do Wednesday. It's Thursday. It's obviously Thursday. Thursday night lives. And there'll be giveaways in some of them. Find my camera here. I love this one. This is a Tsunami Rose, and one of her little words that I printed in smaller. And this is Tsunami Rose Ephemera that I cut out the little dress form, and this is just some scrap paper I had. So yeah, I've been going nuts. This is Tsunami Rose. Yeah, we need a love button. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? Welcome to my channel. And then I did this big O tag. This is paper from Mrs. Sparkle and Company in the background, and then I just layered stuff over it. And this one, I love the crinkly sound. And this one I have some old antique paper that I put in the background that had been tea dyed, and then sewed it down and just layered up. Yeah, well, I'm doing this to, some of these will be given away. Some of them I'm going to keep for my journal, but this one. And then I did, these are book pages. And I watercolored the background on the back. So you could write over it if you wanted. Oh, my fingers. And then the front is decoupage napkins with different pieces of paper and butterflies. I'm out of frame. There we go. And then this one on the top has the little pink ribbon. And I don't use Fabri-Tac. The smell of Fabri-Tac gives me a headache. But this one's not quite as strong when I put fabric down. And I don't want to have to hold anything down. Yes, I love the sound of crinkly paper. And then the last thing I did was 3 bags. I'm going to put all this back in here. And I'm telling you, I cut down a tissue box. And it makes a great organizer for the top of my desk. So, this one's my favorite. And it's just a glassine bag. I inked up the background, decoupaged a napkin on it, and then put a little ticket on it. And then this one, the same thing, but I sprayed this with the walnut stain. Not where the bottle went here. Oh, it says vintage photo. And then just, this is Tsunami Rose, and then this is a piece of tissue paper I put over it and stamped on it. And then this is a paper bag that I bought from Wish, I believe. And it's got a piece of tulle with the Tsunami Rose on it. One of her cutouts, one of her words, some washi tape, and then this is, it's ribbon tape or crocheted lace tape. So that is what I've made so far this week. But I'm going to go ahead and draw for the giveaway from last week. Let me find something to put these things in. You know, of all the containers I have in this world, I can never find one when I need it. So let's do this, because I'm not going to be looking. I can't see through them anyway. So I had 8 people write in the comments below the last live that they love junk journals. I had 3 that commented that didn't say they love junk journals, so they didn't qualify it. Okay, ready? Let's see. Good luck. And let me do that again. I don't even know what I did. I just looked down. Don't know who it was, but I looked down. Okay. And the winner is Miss Justine Stone. So if anybody has Justine's information, can contact her. Tell her to contact me that she won the pockets and stuff from last week. And I'm going to add a couple things from the other stuff that I did. And now, for those of you that are here now, if you will, how can we do this? Give me a number between 1 and 50. I'm going to write my number down. And type in chat, starting now, a number between 1 and 20, 1 and 50. And we will do a giveaway for 15 items out of my box. Jackie, are you still here? Make sure you enter. And then I'm going to start on my journal, flip through. I'll type it in chat. Whoops. And we will pick the winner who gets closest to it without going over. Type in chat. Kathy, what are you typing in chat? Oh my goodness. So I'll give that a couple minutes. And then we will look to see. Last week was the 7th. Is that right? I believe so. I think this is the one we did live last week. Pick me yellow. So I'll show you what I've done. Besent, I cannot talk. I knew you'd love the purple, Laurel. What I have done since that live, because I haven't had a chance to record a video. This one might be one of my favorites, but I say that about every page. Let's see if I hold it up. I love the little birds in the birdhouse. And then the sewn layered look. Well, it says we have 6 watching and I have 4 numbers. I know one of them is me because I have my computer on, but then we have this one. Always end the day in a positive thought. No matter how hard things were, tomorrow is a fresh opportunity to make a better day. Yeah, I love florals. It's my favorite, vintagey and floral, and I like words too. And I've had a lot of birds in this one. This is a journaling card. It's one of the pockets that I made. I like the birds. The birds remind me of my mom and dad. Excuse me. And then this was, let me see if I can show you what the paper looked like. It was a piece of this that was the background. That was in a floral book I bought. I don't remember where I bought it at, but. And then this is just layered up. And that was the 11th. And then this is Tsunami Rose picture and one of her words, and I just stamped. These are May Made It stamps. I only have 2 sets of hers, but I used it. And then I did my journaling over on this side, and it's finding the ability to overlook negativity, applying the ability in situations in everyday life. Oh, thank you, Laurel. When life gets too hectic I get snappy, I have to breathe deep and find my happy place. Look past the negative things look past the negative things. That should have said and then move on, but I put that move on. I don't know. Thank you, Kathleen. Rhonda, I love the florals, butterfly, birds, lace, and exactly. Kathleen, if you pick a number between 1 and 50, I'm doing a giveaway for 15 items out of my box of stuff that I made this week. So enter that in chat. Okay. And then it says, the negative people do not define me. And that was the end. This super chunky signature. I need to make bigger signs, I guess. And then this was yesterday's. And it just says fly, first love yourself, others will come next. And it is a tuck spot. Let me find something. Nope, it's too big. At the bottom. Here we go. So you can tuck something in there if you wanted to. This is a Tsunami Rose butterfly. And this is but I think it's Digital Collage Club. I'm sorry, everything seems pixelating on my. You can tell one thing about this journal. I love my sewing machine. So, okay, let's see. Let's see what number we have. This is the number I wrote down, number 26. And let's see who was closest. We have Kathleen at 32. $34, $29, and $42. Everybody went over. So let's try that again. This time, let's go between, because I said it had to be without going over. Let's go between 1 and 100. If you put that in chat, we'll see if we can get a winner this time. So I really have no idea what I'm going to do in tonight's journal. 64, 10. Rhonda, choose again. Rebecca. Everybody choose a new number. I see Loretta has and Kathleen has. Let's see what we get. I want to do something with some hearts. Seeing how it is Valentine's Day, and I have a heart die set, but I really don't want to dig it out. So they are going to be some hand cut hearts. I'm just doing grade school way where they taught you how to fold the paper and you get a perfect heart. Okay. So we'll do some purple. That's a real light purple. And then well, I'm going to lose my headset. So we have some lighter purple, and now we're going to do some pink. I just thought that would be a cute background, and of course, you know, I'm going to add some flowers because that's me. Give me a minute to cut these out, and then we'll look at the numbers and see if anybody is close without going over. I love making stuff, but I just can't keep everything I make. So I thought one of my goals was to be more giving, so here we go. Because I can be a hoarder. And I don't want to be a hoarder of things. I like to make stuff to make other people happy. So there we got that. Let's see if I got a piece of floral paper that will go with the scheme of things. This one won't be scraps, but that's okay. Maybe. Sorry, I'm so disorganized tonight. Thank you, Rhonda. Ooh, sorry if that shook. My husband put a thing on my ceiling to clamp my camera to. And I decided to move it over there. Ooh, let's do some polka dots. Thank you, Kathleen. I think those will be pretty. Layers and layers of hearts. Well, so we went to the wedding and it was very nice. My friend Brenda looked really pretty in her dress, and you could definitely tell that her husband is definitely in love with her. It was so cute. And we had a live band there. So we sat there and listened to the band, and they were really good. But the chairs were uncomfortable. When you have a bad back, chairs make all the difference. Okay, I think we have enough hearts. So let's see. Who came closest without going over? This is number 79. So who is closest? Looks like Laurel. Well, thank you, Laurel. So, Laurel, if you will email me at perfectlyimperfectcraftsbycat, all one word, at yahoo.com. I'll put that in chat for you so I can get your address. Whoops. It's the bad part about having a long email address. And then I will get your email address, or your address, and I will send you out an assortment of the 15 things out of that box that I made. So now let's start on this page. So we have the back of this card. You're so welcome, Laurel. So welcome. We are going... It's so hard to keep this book open because of its thickness. Hi, Dawn. How are you? So we want this paper at 5... Let's say 5 1/8. And 8 1/8 for that side. I'm going to close this to get it out of the way for a minute. And we're going... I am good. I am good. It's been a good day. I'm just disorganized as all get out. Which, surprise, surprise, right? Let's see what I have in my drawer. These little envelopes. Whoops. Oh, no. From the Dollar Tree, make the best things to divide your papers from different... what are they called? Different... oh, goodness, Kathy. Different Etsy shops. There we go. Digital papers. Losing my mind. And I want something with a little bit of interest. So I'm going to use this. It's been coffee. I don't like the way the book smells after you coffee dye it. So yes, digitals are addicting. Very much so. So 5 1/8. I've never made I made a Memorex card for okay, my cell phone looks fine, so maybe it's my... Let's just try that. Okay. We are going to ink up these edges in purple. Just because it goes with... okay. Sorry. Sometimes my internet is just worthless. I'm using purple called Wilted Violet Distress Oxides. And I'm just going to ink the edges of the paper up. Because inking the edges of paper is addicting to me. And I'm stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit on this one and using something besides Vintage Photo, which is my go-to ink. And and Antique Linen. I love both of those. So now we need to get some hearts on here. Yeah, Vintage Photo is Tim Holtz did awesome with that color. Ranger ink. Oh, I love it. I want to get it in the archival. Yeah, that's what I had to do to my computer. Refresh so it came back. If anybody has Frontier internet, they'll understand. But that's all I can get here, so we'll take what we get. Or I could get the brown. I think his favorite color is brown. But that's all right. I love it. We could get the one from HughesNet or whatever, but all right. Thanks, Kathleen. You have a great night. But I'm not paying $200 for like 10 gigs of internet service. That's just ridiculous. And then they were going to install it for us, and they didn't come, and they kept stringing us along after I had paid for it the first time around. And I'm like, just give me my money back. I'm done with y'all. And then they just raised our DirecTV bill up another $10.
Well, they quit what they ordered for us to sell somebody else.
So, like, I'm about ready to ditch that and just use our internet and watch Netflix. As long as my husband has something to watch when he's not feeling good. Keep him company during the day, I'm good. Because I hardly ever really sit down and watch TV. I watch YouTube, and I listen to Audible books, and I craft. And if anybody listens to Audible books and likes mysteries, there's one out there called And Then She Was Gone. It's very good. Very, very good. Although I have to go back and rewind a little bit and try to find where I fell asleep at. Because I was just too tired. And next thing I know, I was waking up and I was like 6 chapters ahead of where I thought I was at. Got my ink on the paper. I usually actually like the regular distress inks for inking up the edges of the paper better than I do distress oxides. I'm probably the only one in the world, but that's just seems to be my preference, especially the Vintage Photo. Let's see how we want to layer those. Glue. I think the distress oxides, I love them for like mixed media. But I don't know, there's just something about the old ones that I like. So we're going to start with this pink heart. And I hope this page turns out how I think. Yeah, if we cut out our internet, or not internet, our direct TV, we'd be saving $127 a month. And I think you can get Netflix for like 10, 12, something like that. So, yeah, it'd be a huge savings. We cut our cell bills almost in half when we ditched the cell companies and went to Straight Talk, which works just fine for us. You know, when you have a kid in college, you save every bit you can. Thank you, Laurel. Somebody asked me one time how I figure out what to do. I said, I just put down what's pretty to me. I don't know. Just do whatever my mind says goes together. My vintage ones are my favorites. I have so many things that go through my mind in a day's time, like, oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do that. And then I'm like, oh, I'm at work. So I'll sit there and I'll draw out things that I want to do, like the little box that I made with the Christmas cards in it, which I still have a tutorial that I'm going to do on that, but I just haven't had the chance. I had it all figured out, measurements and everything to go in it, and I don't know what I did with that paper. It's my biggest downfall, is my disorganization. Let's see. You can get it through the internet? Oh, that's cool. I loved DirecTV thing when it was, we've had it for so long. We started out with Prime Star, and it was awesome. Then some other company bought it out, and then another company bought it out, and it became DirecTV, and I've not been a huge fan of it. Let's put a little more purple on the back here. I'm trying not to shake the camera too much. Come on, Mike. Okay, is that all we need? Here it is. This is my little box of stuff I've already fussy cut out, and postcards and things that I've printed off the digitals. And I thought I had a purple flower. Thank you, Rhonda. Let's see. It might go. My brain really doesn't work like most people's. I think it's they say artistic people use a different side of their brain. Oh, Dan, you're so funny. Let's see. Oh, it's an app. Okay, that's cool. Very quickly. Sometimes. I just find so much joy in doing okay. And doing stuff like this, it just makes me happy. It truly is my happy place. Jackie, when you get time, email me. My email address is up in the comments further up. I have a couple printables I want to send you. Things that I printed out. We were talking about on the last live. That would have been pretty behind there. I wonder if I can get that up. Yep, let's see. Find the right. Crafting is very relaxing for me. Unless I'm trying to thread in my sewing machine. That's the hardest part of my sewing machine is threading it. Okay. Yeah, I like that there. Thank you, Rebecca, for coming to my channel. Thanks for visiting with us. I'm on here, should be on here live every Thursday night, about 8:30 Eastern time. Okay. That was smart. I just set that over the ink and then wondered where the ink was. So, is anybody else crafting tonight? Sometimes I get so lost in what I'm doing that I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I'm on live. I got to look at that chat again. Okay. So I like to layer stuff. The layering just gives it so much depth. Oh, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you all, too. I have the smallest collection of washi tape, and I never can find the ones I'm looking for. So, okay. And I have everything underneath my desk, so somebody keeps sending me messages, popping up on my screen, blocking my chat. They send me these chain letter messages. Oh, drives me insane. Tear that. Yeah, it's crafting is a therapy. It just relaxes me. And then there's some days though that I get so into it that I'm like, oh, I gotta go to bed. No, I don't want to stop. I can't. I can't stop. I'm looking for my little heart stamp that I have. Oh, it's a wooden stamp. It won't be in there. Shoot. I like to watch other people craft when I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Like I've been watching Tsunami Rose create her junk journals and her crafting of ephemera and all that stuff, embellishments. She took a whole paper pad and tore it up and started making embellishments with it. And I'm like, oh, so many pretty papers you just tore up. I have Valentine's stamps in this drawer somewhere. Anybody got any good ideas of how to store your plastic, whatever these things are called, stamps? Because mine drive me crazy. Oh, you got to travel for the week? That's... Yeah, I have a drawer here and one of those little 3-drawer plastic, I don't know what you really call them. My goodness. And they used to fit really good, and then I bought some from a D-stash. I give up. I don't know where it went to. So let's use this little one. Oh, I'm getting ready to use it again, Laurel. I was just looking for that stamp. It was driving me crazy. So, and I don't have any little stamp pads, blocks, acrylic blocks, so I have to use this. Because I'm going to stamp some purple hearts. And I don't want them to look perfect. Oh, you're not too old. You're just don't want to travel for work. I couldn't do the traveling for work. But thanks for reminding me to shut my ink. I did that one night. I left my vintage photo distress ink open all night long. When I had that cold and I got the next morning and I'm like, well, daggone it. And let's see, I have worn lipstick. What do you think of the background so far? And my quote will go, it'll revive the ones for these ones, for the distress oxides. I didn't know what you could put on those other than the re-inkers, and I don't have those. I bought, I did buy a re-inker on Amazon for vintage photos, so okay. Sometimes I look at my stuff and I'm like, stop, you got too much. Okay. Hi, Sue. I love, love, love the paper you sent me. I so appreciate it. My brother he brings our mail down to us, and he was looking at that package like, what is in this round thing? Okay, so I think that's enough hearts. Now let's see if I can find a piece of paper. And I also got the, I don't know what it's called. I don't know where I put it. The Tim Holtz Distress Refresher for Distress ink markers and paint. I ordered that from Amazon as well. Okay. Let's see. I think this has the word love on it. Scissors. So where can you buy the glycerin at? I don't need rainbow. So we have the word loving instead of love, but that will work. Get that out of the way. So if anybody likes Tsunami Rose, she's having a sale in her Etsy, in her shop, which is tsunamirose.net. Where you're getting like half price if you spend $50. If you have $50 in your cart, you'll get it for $25, which is a super cool deal if you like digis. And she has the most beautiful roses and flowers. And you get a lot for $25 that way. Yeah, I love Tsunami Rose too. I've been watching her a lot lately. She goes live all the time. Yeah, it's a really good price for her stuff because... And you get a lot. I mean... Hi, Susie Q. How are you? Okay, I didn't know where you could buy glycerin. I need to buy me... Susie, what was that stuff called that you used instead of glossy accents? I've been trying to remember for like 3 or 4 days. But yeah, you can get anything in her shop. If you want to buy $100, then you'll get it for $50. But it's because she opened her shop. She's not searchable through Etsy now. So it was a really good deal. So I broke my little spending thing the other day. But still didn't do bad. Yeah, let's see, that needs some pink on it. Oh, put some pink on the pink pad before you try to ink the stuff. So, I kind of like how it's turning out. Okay, Susie. All right, let's glue this down in our book. Thank you, Rhonda. It's very Valentine-y. Oh, excuse me. Oh, quit hitting that cord, Kathy. So did anybody get anything good for Valentine's Day? We used to joke around. My husband would bring me a single rose and a carton of fish food ice cream. That was my Valentine's Day every year. He told his guys that he used to work with that his wife liked fish food, but he didn't bother to tell them that it was ice cream. So I thought that was kind of funny. All right, so now we need a piece of paper for this side for the journaling. Wrong side of the thing. And we want it to be about 4 inches wide. Yes, I am working on my personal positive junk journal. 4 by 5.5. I started out on January 1st making a journal where every day I write something positive. Sorry if that's making anybody sick. And I'm using mostly scraps. Oh, why did you decide to give up? I've made a lot and I've sold them, and I'm still making some to sell, but I wanted to do something for myself this year. Not so romantic. We haven't done anything for the last few years. Yeah, it's the same journal, Jackie. Yeah, I like watercolor and mixed media as well. But I don't know, this is just I'm loving this whole process of putting it together. And the old saying is, if you think positive, you become more positive. I have a ton of ATCs I've done. No, Jackie, I could not find any comment on the video, but you and I were talking last week about the digital collage club. So I have some stuff that I have printed off and I was going to send it to you, but I need your address. So okay. So now let's make that 4.5 or 4 by 5.5. My little cutter out. Well, it's not so little, but it's perfect that way. So let's go 4. Okay. I love mixed media. Carrie, who's on here, she's an amazing mixed media artist. I like altering envelopes and paper bags and stuff like that. I'm not so good with altering stuff with lace, but you know, we all enjoy different things. So I shut it and I couldn't get it open. Hi, Thelma. I'm glad you're here. So hopefully everybody's internet will be working better next week, including mine. I'm going to have to start a new journal soon because I'm going to have to put March in a separate book because it is not going to fit in this chunky monkey. I got my idea from when I was doing my December daily. I like mixed media. I should say I like mixed media if it has a little bit of color to it. When it turns into looking like mud, then no, I'm not into that. But as long as it's got color and texture to it, then I enjoy it. I'm just adding some Oxide ink to this pink paper. And eventually this is where my quote will be. And I think my quote for the day is going to be a verse from the Bible, actually. The definition of love, maybe. I have a stamp, but I don't know where it's at. That has the definition of love. Yeah, I'm trying to be on every Thursday at between around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. It just seems to work out good for me. Unless the only reason I wouldn't be on is if I was sick. I understand. Autocorrect gets me every time too. So I decided this needed some more purple on it. And then, one of the good things about winter here at my house is we have a wood stove. So when I do something, I can usually just spritz it with the water and then turn around. Yeah, right, Laurel. I can turn around and put it on the wood stove and dry it. But it's actually out today, which is sad. Six pages. This is for the first time in my life, I've actually started a journal and made it past 6 or 7 days. So I am going to call that good. I'm going to dry this real quick. I'm sorry, I can't mute from this. You add up 3D crystal lacquer. Okay, thank you, Susie. Yeah, I think it's a habit for me now too. And I'm having so much fun with it. Awesome. Thanks for telling me, Sue. That's awesome. Okay, sorry if that was too loud. Sometimes I can't, if I was on my computer with a different camera, I could have muted it with my new, headset that my daughter got me, but I can't with the phone, so. And that's all I have to record on right now. All things in their own time. I don't paint, I don't stencil much. I do beads and laces and anything. I just stamp and stickers, that's all. Well, if that's what you enjoy, then that's what you should do. Is the stamps and the stickers, and I'm like, okay, so I have the stencil that I'm going to take this purple and put over top here because it's all hearts. And I couldn't tell you where I got this stencil at because I have no idea. Let me wipe that off. And then we'll go over this side. This is what I like about Oxide inks for this type of thing. You can use them over each other and they still show their color and don't become a muddy mess. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, I talk to myself sometimes. My phone has become so stupid since I dropped it and cracked the screen. An LCD, it locks up out of nowhere. I'm sorry, Susie. Let's see, what other colors do we have? Stay away from the Oxide, cat. Crafting should be fun for you and not cause you stress. And I see some people that crafting causes them stress. And that I would, if it ever caused me stress, I'd just quit doing whatever it was. Because I don't want to be stressed. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of blue just to give some contrast to this page. Oh, I keep hitting that wire. Oh, yeah. And then when I write over top of it, definitely better. So what do you think? Yeah, I saw Tim Holtz's video on the Oxide sprays. They look really cool. But I'm kind of watching what I spend. Putting my ink pads on the bottom of the wrong Distress Oxides. Okay. The thing I would like to be able to do that I have not figured out how to do is the brush lettering. Just can't seem to get it. And I'm not going to waste this ink. Yeah, I buy what I'm going to use and not buy because I want it. Yeah. I promised myself that I would use what I have as much as possible. I watch some people do haul videos and it seems like one after another, and I'm like, oh no. And there are 3 or 4 hauls, I could have enough money for my Cricut and Um, Hi, Purple Paisley Purple Paisley Planner. Oh my goodness. How are you tonight? Anyway, the one thing I'd like to do is brush lettering, and I have tried and tried and tried it, and I'm just not even good at it. But I won't give up. I won't. I am good. Okay. Oh no, I'm on the phone and I can't get my brush lettering is where they use like watercolor brush and they write with it and it's all flowy and gorgeous, and mine is bad. It's just bad. Give me a good quote, someone, for Valentine's Day and love, because the one I have is on my telephone and that's what I'm recording with. Yeah, it's kind of like calligraphy, but they use a brush like these, or a brush tipped pen. And I have the stamps that you're supposed to be able to trace. And again, I don't remember who they came from, but that's not them. They're the big words so that you can brush letter them. I love calligraphy, and I've tried it so many times. But I have to look at it as an art and not a writing, because if I just try to write, I end up going back to my normal cursive writing. Let's do this Bible verse because he was the first Valentine. Yeah, it does take lots of practice. I remember my daughter doing it in one of her art classes, and she was like, "This is the devil." So I am going to write this scripture on here. For God so loved the world. John 3:16. I get so many comments on my handwriting, and I'm like, I don't love my handwriting, but ooh, I like that. That is a good quote. He gave his only, and I'm only looking at this because I'm trying to talk and do two things at one time, and I knew I would mess up the scripture. Thank you. See, I am very bad of adding cursive. Love is patient, love is kind. Yeah, I like that one too. Cursive and print together. Oh my goodness, here I go again. I gotta find a better way to have a mic. That whosoever believes. This pen's running out of ink. In him. should not perish. They are starting to bring it back. They have realized that if they don't teach these kids cursive, these kids are not going to have a signature. John 3:16. Okay. Now, for God to love the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Okay. All you need. I started to do all you need is love, but I think I did that on a different page already. I could be wrong. Hi, Donna. How are you? Yeah, that's fine. Gotta have a flower for this page too. I'm just a flower junkie. And then we'll glue it in. Oh, I should have done like a tab or something. Yeah, and I think that's what they're going to run across. If they don't start teaching kids how to write in cursive, they're going to run across a lot of printed names and a lot of X's. And then how are they going to know have a legal signature? Okay, thanks, Laurel. Don't forget to email me so I can send you out your winnings. And I'll pick good ones for you, I promise. But if they don't teach these kids how to write in cursive, then we're going to have a whole society of people that don't know how to write their own name, and I don't know how they could make anything legal without a cursive signature. I don't know. I don't understand why it was ever a thing to not teach that. And they're not going to be able to read documents that was written, like the Declaration of Independence. They could never read what it actually says in front of them from the original form. Now, there's some kids that you tell them to write in cursive and you just pray they start writing in print. And that's my daughter, because she is a good artist, but that child has a worse handwriting than a doctor. You have to hire us to read them, but what happens when we can no longer see them? I mean, I'm 50. My eyes aren't so grand anymore. Some smaller words. It's I don't know, it never made any sense to me. Yeah, then we'll be in trouble. But by the time, I don't know, maybe by the time they figure all this out, we'll have a little bit of hope. But I know here they still teach the basics. They don't go into elaborate classes like we did. I mean, I remember sitting for hours practicing my handwriting. But then I've always liked to write. I always wrote poetry and short stories and stuff like that. I have a children's book that I've done the whole thing, but I've never done anything with it. None of those work. Let's see. She should be a doctor. No, she's an artist. True and true. She is an artist. She's in her third year of college, and she's having to take like basic classes. Like she has to have a science credit, so she's in biology, and she's taking a marketing class, and she's taking a speech class, and for her it's like torment because she's not creating anything. She's having to listen to, what's the word I want to say, seminars and stuff instead of creating. She does have a drawing class, and it's advanced drawing class, but she said they really haven't done a lot, and it's kind of a self-guided class. She has to tell the professor what she's going to be working on, and the whole class has to be themed around that. So yes, Jackie, I do write. I don't write as much as I used to, but poetry was my main thing. It's what I started out writing, and then I moved into short stories.
You did have one published.
I did. Well, yeah, I did have one poem published about spring. I wrote one about 9/11 that, and then I put it away and I can't find it. And all I remember of it is that the Statue of Liberty cried, but I can't remember how the whole thing went. So yeah, poetry is. I love poetry. I love books and books of poetry. But I like also writing kids' stories, things that make kids smile. I cannot find what I want to put on this page. I'm at a loss. Yeah, I wish I could remember what all mine says. There we go. This will work. What mine said, I just remember writing that the Statue of Liberty was crying. And then I wrote one of all things about race cars, because we used to watch NASCAR a lot. And I wrote a poem about Dale Earnhardt, and I can't talk. Dale Earnhardt when he died. And that was called Race On. When the next race happened, and all those other racers had to go on knowing that their friend and colleague basically had died in a horrific accident. So yes, race week is on. My husband was watching some of it Sunday.
There comes a Sunday,
I anymore I rather do the art stuff, but I still enjoy the writing to an extent. I think I like the encouragement writing can give you. So let's see. Let's glue this down. But I like giving old books new life because they're falling apart. Sorry, I'm not on screen. Oh my goodness. I need a big old beacon that says, "Get in frame." Yeah, I remember that day very, very well. But I just kind of moved away from watching races and television and all that. I used to make wreaths back in the day before I had my dog. Dale Earnhardt was probably the only one that I ever wrote about that was a public figure. Okay, girls. There we go. The finished product. I think it turned out cute. Yes, both are still missed. I just never, I don't know, it never caused me an emotion to write about, if that makes sense. I think for me, writing is an emotional thing. I get to trim this page up a little bit. I love these Tim Holtz scissors because they fit my hand. But I seem to cut crooked with them every single time. Operator error. Yeah, one of mine was published through poetry.com. I have one that was written about the AIDS epidemic of the 80s I wrote in high school, called The Victim, because it was about two little boys in Florida who got it from tainted blood from hemophiliacs, and then Ryan White. So that one can still, when I reread it, brings me to tears. Thank you, Crafty Artist Sue. I love it. It's definitely out of the color wheel of everything else in here, though. It was fun to make, though. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Yeah, Ryan White, his was a sad case of how he was treated. But we didn't know. We didn't know anything about what he had. But I had a teacher in high school we had to write a poem for, and I turned in the one poem, and then she wanted to read the other one because she's seen this one behind the piece of paper. She goes, read that. And she goes, why didn't you turn this one in? Because I said I didn't want to bring people down. And she goes, oh, it's poetry. It won't bring you down. And then she read it, and she goes, I'm going to be haunted by that line for the rest of my life. And the line said he was guilty. They were innocent if only they could see the manner upon which the guilty did bleed. Because those two little boys were innocent. So anyway, that's enough about my writing. So yeah, my journal, getting chunky. One signature from January 1st through February 12th. And next week we will do another one. Because, I think it's a habit for me by now. And I will post I've been posting, if anybody follows me on Instagram, I post pictures just about daily of things I've done on Instagram. A lot of my stuff is vintagey, so. Anyway, I am going to probably get off here so I can get some. My name on Instagram is perfectly_imperfect_crafts. I believe how it goes. Let me see if I can get a link from it, and I'll put it in chat. Give me a second. on Instagram. Sometimes me and this computer fights when I'm trying to get links. Login. I know how to do it on my phone, but I'm not too sure I know. Okay. Copy. And paste. Okay, there's the link to my Instagram. Crafty Artist 1. Okay. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you. Okay. Well, I'm going to get off of here, and I will see you all next Thursday at 8:30. We'll try to make that my time. And again, Sue, thank you for the papers. They are gorgeous, and I am so appreciative. Yeah, I enjoyed this live too. I enjoy lives because you get to communicate with the subscribers and the people that you've come to know. So you're not just feeling like you're talking to a camera for no reason. Okay, Sue, thank you very much. So, yeah, I will talk to you all next week in the live, and check me out on Instagram. I don't know what I'm saying. I think it's been a long day. So I will talk to you all later. Bye. I can type. Bye. All right.